be here tonight once again. And Steve, yes, my watch is broke. I just want to make sure you were waiting for me. Hello, Steve? Ah, okay. So tonight, uh, so hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I'm hoping you can hear me tonight. You can see my arm. So hello. Welcome. My sound is on. Awesome possum. So tonight we're going to be using acrylics. Going to be making a beautiful sunset. And yes, actually this is, wonder if I could turn it without wrecking up everything tonight. Gonna give it a shot, risking everything going wonky. Let's see, is that sideways or? Hey, Will Jones. Hello. And you can hear my lovely voice. That's so sweet of you. I think you're sweet. And does this look sideways? It does, doesn't it? I have no idea how to change it. So should I have a sideways video? Give me your thoughts on this. Ugh. Or just a long video. Maybe pull it up a little higher. Let's see. So Will Jones, how was your day today? Hope it was good. Long is better. Let's see. This way? Then it's sideways, right? Oh, wait, I've got an idea. Let's see. I'll turn it this way. Wait a minute. How about like, is that still sideways? The other way? Wait, this way or the other way? Okay. Oh, I'm loud. So turn it so it's lengthwise. Okay, not this way, right? Yep, the other way. Anyway, all right. So this way or the other way? Okay. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. All right. So consensus says this way. Now I've almost got my streaming camera. Almost got my streaming camera. Ooh, ready? My new one. I just had to download some things onto my iPhone and that kind of thing. It's some app I needed. All right, so since it's this way, I will put my paint palette up here. Like so. Okay. All right, so let's get going here. We're going to throw on some beautiful acrylic colors and make a beautiful acrylic sunset. So here's my palette. I've got my brushes. This is my paintbrush container, but I can put brushes in it to hold. And you can see it's been very used. Different size brushes and whatnot there. Okay, so we're going to begin by putting drops of color right onto the palette and blending a beautiful sky. Is it both yellow ochre? So we're going to use some oranges, some yellows. I always throw in a little bit of red. This is vermilion red, so this is crimson red, which I prefer. And red and yellow make orange, so we'll be good with that. So this will be kind of a bright sunset. I did put in a little bit of a sun here since the paint. Hey Rich, hi. Thank you for joining. Um, I was just saying I almost got the camera working. Just got to work on connecting the app with the phone, and it should be ready to go by then. So I'm finding a really nice paintbrush right now to just kind of get it to flow. And I want a medium size one. There we go. That should work. All right. We're going to put in, this is going to be amazing because it's all going to come together in kind of a really cool way. I'm going to put these red drops here. Some yellow ones here. Right onto the canvas. Oh, it's not a canvas. It's actually a board today. One that you can hang up. Oh, that's more of a sand color. So I'm going to scoop that sand color right up. And we're going to put it right down here. We use our using my fingers because, hey, who doesn't like finger painting, right? It already looks like sand. Really cool. We'll do some more of that in just a bit. I don't want to get this done. We're going to use I decided to use like a purpley color. Uh, really nice purple. When I get all these dots connected, we're going to have a beautiful sky. And this is slow-mo, so it's easier to see. And I think we'll use a nice color blue, Prussian blue. And of course, as always, we use our white. Always, always whites. And Steve, you're back. Hi. Howdy. Tiquan Dave. Is that hi? Tiquan. Tiquan Dave, draw a horse. I had a horse yesterday, last night, that I had drawn in my sketchbook, but I did not. I am going to draw a horse in one of my videos because I'm going to start doing animals, but for now, we're going to connect the dots. I've got a nice wide brush here, and we're going to go, when you paint a sunset, so Tiquan, do you ride horses? There, look at that, beautiful. beautiful yellow. I used to ride horses when I was younger. Lived in Idaho, and there's always people around who had horses that needed someone to go with them riding. So I got to go riding for fun. It was pretty cool. I was pretty good at it. Okay, so Steve, how was your day today? Did you stay warm by chance? Okay, now here's where the fun begins. I am going to tip this right now so I can get the right angle on it, and also you can watch the colors blend together. So this is nice and wet color here, and I love to go just back and forth, just like that. I'm flipping the brush over. I got little too much paint. We're just gonna do this. And that red is a lot more vibrant than I thought it would be, so I'm just gonna keep pulling that yellow back and forth. There, that's better. This is how you make a sunset. Steve, you have to stay 500 feet away from farm animals. I'm not even gonna ask. And you can see we slowly move up into the darker night sky. I'm going to put a little more darker, a little bit darker right over there. I love the purples in the sky at night. Mm. And if anyone has any questions, feel free. Or if you'd like to just tell me about your day. Is anyone up there where the snow is tonight? Oh, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? I try not to do that where the camera can be seen. It was pretty cold here in Florida for us this morning, and I think it's going to be colder tonight. I don't know if anybody knows. And I'm looking for a very, very dark midnight. You could use black, which is always, I like, this is Mars Black. I like ivory black. There are differences to it, to different blacks. Let's see, here's an ultramarine blue. I'm just digging through my paints, working on getting more organized as usual. Mm. So this looks like a nice dark, kind of a blue color. So far, we haven't needed to use a palette. I had a fairly good day today. The weather was more brisk than what we're used to here in Florida, for sure. And we all had to bundle up wearing actual sweaters and jackets, even, or layers. Rich, 20 degrees, minus 20 degrees here this morning. Oh, oof. And you're still alive to talk about it? Amazing. Do you have your heater going? And tell me, promise you gotta tell me it's gotta be above 40 degrees in your house, right? We'll do a little more red, but not this color red. So this is vermilion. Let's see what this one does. Kind of like that. Just a touch. Ooh, that's pretty. Anyone who's ever seen a Florida sunset, you know how gorgeous they can be with all the colors. And they even change from like yellow to reds to greens and purples. I mean, you can have any color sunset at all, I'll tell you. And it's just beautiful. And as one time as the sun was setting, everything just turned red. The water turned red, the sunset was red, the sand was red. It was super amazing. It made it really exciting to be here in Florida at that moment. So we got two little dots here. And 68 degrees up in, where are you, in New York, right? Yeah, New York can get very cold. There we go. And here we have our sunset, our sunset sky. Now it's going to dry just a little bit. I'm going to make the sun in there. So it looks like my microphone is working tonight. Everyone seems to be able to hear me. So that's I got 98 problems now instead of 99. 99 problems and a mic ain't one. So next time we'll get that other camera going and maybe how to use it with my old Macintosh. We're gonna do a little sand down here. And I think you saw earlier we were just I haven't even needed a palette today. It's been pretty cool. Palettes are, let's see, I used my finger earlier and that kind of worked out nice. Kind of like that. But I will also use this brush. It's a little bit better coverage. This is going to just be a little plaque to hang up to remind you of the beach. Or you can pretend you're on the beach if you'd like to be. You're stuck in all that cold snow. I am kind of getting used to acrylics now. I was having a little bit of difficulty at first, being so used to oil paints, but I am feeling a little more confident in the understanding how they dry in layers. So we use a lot less paint and maybe a little more water, let it dry, and keep adding those layers. And as you build it up, your painting becomes more and more, uh, has more and more depth and has more life and interest. Adds a lot of interest to your painting. Also, with acrylics, I have plenty of paper towels. I have my roll of paper towels here that I keep handy for when I am painting. I do use a lot of paper towels with the paint. Okay, so I'm going to turn this sideways again. You can kind of see how you're wondering, like, okay, that's sand and there's the sky. How's it going to come together? We still need some ocean in there, don't we? So I think we'll do a little bit of ocean. And oceans can be kind of interesting to me. There's so many different colors you can use for oceans. And some of my favorite are phthalo green, and phthalo blue. Mm, it's metallic. Mm. This is a turquoise, but I really like the phthalo color. It looks like a phthalo, but so I'm going to use my phthalo green. I'm just getting it ready. I'm not putting it on yet because I do want to get my white out there and my phthalo blue. And since the sky flows into the ocean, I am going to put some more yellow down here and mix it up into the sun as well, a little bit more. Oh, here's the white. Okay, and we're using titanium white for all you people who want to know what kind of white it is. And a little does go a long way. That's too thin. I think I'm going to use a thicker, like, anyone know what a fan brush is? We're just going to use a nice little fan brush. I have a nice one around here someplace. Here it is. This is a nice fan brush. So we'll wet it in our water. And here comes the green. So you'll see now this phthalo green look very dark at first. That's actually a lot of green. Trying to use up some of my older acrylics. This one is a Grumbacher. Okay, here we go. Now you'll find out why I like this phthalo green. Just beautiful. And as it goes up, I'm going to add some blue to this. So, Will Jones, the fan brush is good for waves. Yes, it is. You can make really good waves and with a fan brush. Very true. Now, didn't you say you did art before? Pretty sure you did. Like head of your art class or something? Wonder if Tiquan is still around. Or Jones. President of your high school art club. How did you know? I think I heard you mention it once before. Now, this is going to dry a little bit, and then I'm going to add some more waves to it. And before I put the darker blue in for the ocean, I'm taking this yellow here. We're going to complete our sun. Big yellow sun tonight. I have heard people say I'm a bit psychic. It's been rumored. You can see my love showing through. All right, here we go, adding our phthalo blue. Just want to touch. Not too much. I still have some red here I can use. There's our blue. Scoot this over a little bit so you can see me doing the skyline. This is a flat brush. So the flat brush will give you a nice straight line going across if you can hold your hand steady. Put some of that blue down here. Mix it in with our greens to make it nice and toasty. And I believe I could use just a teens more blue. So I'm debating, should I be brave and put it directly on the canvas, or should I actually, I think I will put it on my palette this time because it's too easy to get too much on the canvas and then you'll have to scrape it off. Being president of the high school art club, I bet that was super fun. I know that art is a great way to express yourself. They have a lot of art therapy. I was thinking of doing some art therapy myself, actually. So I thought it would be great to teach art therapy. I've always just liked doing art for myself, but I also like children who need a way to, there's so much going on in the world that children get, I don't know, maybe neglected is the word I'm looking for. That children can be very neglected when it comes to life. We're all so busy trying to make a living, and both parents have to work, or they have big sisters or brothers that pick on them or something like that. So they need lots of love. People to recognize that they have gifts. This is nice. I like this. It's kind of relaxing. I don't know if you can hear the music. Mm. So, with my 30 minutes of art, I just wanted to actually do 30 minutes and complete a painting. Usually I leave it half done or two-thirds done or something, but tonight I just wanted to do a really nice sunset. And I do have sunset I need to do for a friend, somebody who was on here earlier or may still be on here. So I'm kind of practicing a little bit so we'll get that beautiful sunset up for him. I'm kind of hoping this yellow has dried. I jumped the gun just a teeny bit. So I'm just going to wait that dry. I'm so happy I have my 4 followers that I usually have all the time. Thank you. I'm hoping Luna shows up tonight as well. You are still here? Aw, thank you, Steve. It's good to know. Sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself and everybody's like, yeah, pretty boring. They just leave. So appreciate the staying hanging around. My son needs a little something. Ah, it's kind of a whiter yellow. You'll find I do like lots and lots of colors. Lots and lots. Now this brush is going to be too big for the detail I need in here with that little bit of paint. Hmm, So I need to find one just a bit smaller. Smaller square brushes. I have like a whole thing of square brushes. None of them are that small. That's not what I want them to be. It's so funny, you can have zillions of paintbrushes and you still don't have the right one. This one might work. No, it's too big. I need one that's just right. The Goldilocks painter. Steve used to sell art supplies at Jordan Marsh. Well, that's awesome. I don't think I know what Jordan Marsh is. You want to fill me in? Oh, here we go. Finally, I found a little one. Yay. So Jordan Marsh must be, is it like a gallery? Oh no, supply store, I guess, art supply store. Hmm. I need a drink of water, huh? Oh, Macy's? They had art supplies at Macy's? I worked at Macy's in the young women's department for a while when where did I live when I did that? Could have been Seattle. Could have been New York. I think it was Seattle. Had a lot of jobs and I move a lot. I'm trying to stay in one place for a while. And Seattle, I mean, Florida seems to be working out for me. I've actually been here 10 whole years. And for me, that is quite a long time. And I'm happy with that. So this was back in the 70s. What, you were alive in the 70s? No way. I've heard about the 70s. Looks like I have a lot of paint on here, it's just not coming off. Mm, pretty. This will also be some sand color. The sun is reflecting off some of the sand. Now we're going to finish our ocean here. Let's see, can't remember them. What is that? Yeah, I've heard about them too. Can't remember them, but I have been told. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Sold art supplies. Very nice. I still have a bit of this lighter color, which I'm going to spray with water to keep it fresh because I do not want it to dry quite yet. So I think we'll get a little more blue out. See if this it's wet still. But acrylics were supposed to dry fast. We'll just help them out here. I'm going to wipe some of that off. You have to wait for paint to dry. Might be a while. Oh, that's cool. I think I'll leave it like that. I like that look. Mm. Well, that's drying. I just figured out I'll put a little bit of this lighter color here from the sun. Oops, got a good glob there. I really like this bowl I'm using over here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is made for acrylic paints and it can hold your brushes for you. So keeps them off the table and that kind of thing. And I think you can see my brush selection, all the brushes I have to use over here. But it takes me so long to pick one because there's so many to choose from. And I still need the right one a lot of times. Mm. Steve, manager of toy department. They stuck me with the art too. Well, I would love the toys. I love playing with toys. Kids' toys, that is. Games and that type of thing. Now I have a little, I found some metallic blue. I've never used it, so I want to try it out right now. Let's see what happens with some metallic blue. And I'm going to use our long brush again and see how good it looks. LOL. I knew you'd get that, Steve. That's why I changed what I said. Sassy. And tell me if this looks like it sparkles. I think it's a sparkle in there. Someone suggested to me that I do tutorials. I actually started thinking about it. It's like maybe I will. Okay. Well, we're almost done with this sunset. Need a little more phthalo green. And that's going to be for up here. If that yellow has dried, this is really old, old paint. Things are hard to squeeze out sometimes. I need a little bit of water on that. Keep my acrylics wet. I do have actual palettes, not just paper plates, but I find that you really have to keep them very clean. And when they dry, it's really hard to keep them clean. You have to kind of scrape it off, and then I always wind up throwing it away anyway because it's too frustrating for me. My brush is starting to fray. I don't know if you can see that. It's got these little nubs sticking out right there. So I'm trying to use the bottom side where there's no nubs. And I'll probably wind up cutting those off with scissors because once they start fraying like that, it's hard to get them back to where you want them to be. All right. We're nearly there. Nearly there, my dears. So I got Steve. Ah, all right. What fun thing has anyone done this month? Fun things, fun things. I have a friend that goes on cruises constantly. He's been on 200 cruises, and I think he's 17. And I just think that's really awesome. See, I found a metallic black and a metallic blue. I'm searching for more metallic colors in my bin. Oh, actually, for Christmas, I got a whole box of iridescent colors. And these are acrylics. That's right, my niece gave them to me. And they have some beautiful colors here. So we'll try and use some of those. Okay, this one is called White Purple Flash. White Golden Flash. I think golden would probably work better. And in our sky, we can use a little purple and a little blue. All right. In a little bit, we're going to have some grass down here. Steve, going to see comedian Bob Marlett on Saturday. Bob Marley. There's a comedian named Bob Marley. That's awesome. Very, very awesome. Where's he going to be playing? I love comedians. I haven't seen one for a long time. Oh, this is so new. Still probably has the lid on. And pop that right off. The Visani, oh my gosh, I have not been there in forever. So when are they playing? Maybe I can go. That'd be really fun. I know they have good food there. I got to see Chris Kattan actually at the Visani. That was really exciting. He's always been one of my favorite actors. Okay, it's supposed to be a greenish color. It does have sparkles, but it's not very green. All right, has it been a half hour or an hour? I always lose track of time. Oh, almost an hour. Okay. All right, this one, it's a lighter green. I think I'm going to go for that. That other green was a little bit, I don't know, it was a little too something. They're sold out. Oh, your hometown up in Maine? You're going to Maine to see this? Wait, no, wait. Bob Marley at the Visani. Who's from Maine? Ooh, here's a pretty green. See if we can zap the. Ooh, I like that one. It's a little brighter. Ah, nice. Okay, so the fun part's coming up. Their final finalities. I do want to try one more color though, and that is going to be, let's see, oh, a little bit of purple. I forgot two colors, and then this golden flash. Is this light enough? No, yeah, it looks light enough. We'll add a little purple. Excuse me. Oh, this one's closed too. Hmm. A darker one? Violet. Here we go. I have a darker blue violet flash. I think I already opened or not. Hmm. Yeah, my niece sent me some of these metallic colors for Christmas. So I'm trying them out on her behalf. Let's get a little bit there. Okay, that's good. That brightens that up so it's not quite so bland. So I'm going to need quite a bit more here. So I like it. And get it out. And again, I'm going to turn this so you can just watch it kind of come together. I usually have to put purple somewhere in my paintings. And then, well, it's not quite dry yet, but I'm going to put some of this white metallic iridescent. Hopefully you can see that glow. I can see the glow. I'm hoping y'all can. And if you can, let me know. If you cannot, also let me know. And I swear I had two flat brushes. I don't know where the other one went. It's almost like a pearl color. Can be for a shiny sun. I did paint a sunset for, I painted a like a moon. It was like a midnight moon. And then I also painted a customized sunset for someone. It was from a picture they had taken of the beach and a sunset that they just loved. And I was able to give them my expression of the painting for that. And I do think it turned out very nice. Mm. We'll give our little waves some sparkle here. I'm getting stuff caught in my throat. I know it's time to go. I'm working on it. Ooga booga! Ooga booga! Hi! It has been a while. So glad to see you're back. I just looked up, so if I didn't answer and you were already here, I apologize. But oh, so good to see you're back. How have you been? I'm doing anything interesting? Any painting? As usual, I get too involved in the details in my paintings. Uh, Decent, mainly working on my relationship. Oh, that's always a tough one. How's that going, by the way? I hope well. Can you even see what I'm doing? I hope so. We're getting a more glow in here. You know who I haven't seen in a while is my brother Guy. He says he watches my videos, but I haven't heard from him in so long. And my brother's name is actually Guy. We used to tease him as a kid, saying that he was a fun guy. I guess any guy named Guy would have to deal with that kind of harassment. Okay. Now it's time for me to stop doing details. I'm going to finish up with our palm trees and grass. And for this time, I am going to use black. I have a gorgeous metallic black that I'll probably put in once I put the base black down. And I have two Mars blacks. I like using ivory black. Let's see. Good. I've been spending more time with my girlfriend. Oh, that really does help. Um, girls like to be have a lot of time spent with them because I don't know. I'm a girl and I like it, so something I always appreciate. Um, I have a nice, nice young man that likes to spend time with me. Oh, ivory black. I found it. I'm not sure the difference. This one looks. Anyway, I should find out. See which one is blacker. Set this up here for just a moment. Measure out my blacks. I can tell she appreciates it. Oh, well, that's good. See, that shows that you care more about her than yourself, which is a very rare thing in men. Most men only care about themselves and they try to make it look like they care about other people or their girlfriends or wives or whatever, but really they really aren't sincere about that. That's the word I'm going to use, sincere. So, Ooga Booga, I am proud of you for spending more time with her. Let's see, we've got Mars Black and Ivory Black. I really can't tell the difference. I think the Mars Black might be a little more black. So we're going to use part of that. We're going to make a little seagrass. We're done with our big brush here. And we need a brush for our seagrass. Steve, blah, blah, blah. You're just jealous. Ooga Booga is doing a great job, and I'm very proud of him. Hmm. So, have you been doing anything together? Like, I don't know, just hanging out together at home or going to do anything? How's she been feeling? I guess I will use, I don't know, trying to think if I should use this fan brush. I have quite a bit of wet paint here still. Let's try to dry that off a little bit. Especially since her birthday is Saturday. Oh, well, that's exciting. I'm not going to ask how old she's going to be because women hate that. All right, so I think we're just going to paint a few little palms. That's too thick. I'm trying to find the perfect brush again, which never happens. Very rarely. Give this one a shot. And add a little bit more water to this paper plate canvas or palette to keep these acrylics wet. Is it a little more consistency here? And our seagrass, just blowing it. Steven, chill out. he's he's kind of a sarcastic guy. He's all right though. And oh, Will, thank you for talking about the art. You like how the sun reflects in the water. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're getting our tall seagrass in. Oops, I just stuck it in green accidentally. Oh well, let's throw some green in there. Don't mind if I do. Actually, that's kind of cool looking. I've got some metallic green with the black. And my waste paint, we'll just throw it all on there. It doesn't look. I guess you have to do it separately, not mixing it. Which is fine. All right. Will Jones, I got the best G- girlfriend. What's JS? Well, I'm sure you do have the best girlfriend, and I'm very happy for you. Indeed. Ooh, I like making these long seagrass things, little baby ones. I don't know if you're able to see all of that. I'm going to lift it up just a little higher. And this is our little sandy path to the ocean. A lot of paint on this. I'm just going to smush it off and then move it around. JS means just jealous. Oh, thanks, Uga Booga. Have you been doing art at all? Have you had time? Gotta get our wind blowing in the right direction. All right, I'm close to done here. Yes, Steve. Rachel's. Yes, you, king of sarcasm. My excuse for men. Oh, it's good to have a good sense of humor, right? No, sadly. Well, Ooga Booga. And even though you haven't done it, which I understand, because I always want to do art a lot of times, and I just don't have the time or I can't find, oh, I just can't, something like, or the space, or when I do have the time, it kind of turns into, um, I have the time, but then I don't have the tools or something. There's always something. Okay, I'm using this light green. And I want a smaller brush. I'm going to use like a liner brush because I want to have some really pretty um, green highlights on this black grass. And I have this really awesome liner brush somewhere amongst all my thousands of brushes. Oh, found it. It's kind of a skinny one. Okay, sure, buddy. Okay. That's okay. Let's just focus on our art here. We'll have a good time. Good time with our art. So we're going to mix our green with our metallic green because I like shiny things. Okay. And we all can say what we want, and nobody means anything bad by it. You just have to, don't take anything personal. All the years I've been alive, I have to. You're funny. You're funny, Gabuga. All the years I've been alive, which is a lot of years. I haven't been dead any of the years. I've only been alive. I, just had to learn to take things in stride. I do forget to do that sometimes, and that's when things get kind of, if I take things too serious, then my life isn't definitely not as happy. Okay, I think you can only see from here to here. So let me just focus on that. I'm going to give our grass a little bit of green. Yep. Okay. My best friend's is leaving. We'll see you, Steve. It was nice having you here. You guys are all good people. And as I said before, I do speak sarcasm fluently. All right. I'm sure that I have a friend waiting for me who would like to see me at some point tonight because this was supposed to be a half hour. I'm glad it went a little longer though, so I could see Ooga Booga here. Tonight, give you some time to get in there. Yeah. Right. I think this might be done. My 30-minute art is just, I have a long 30 minutes, don't I? I'm just going to turn this so y'all can see the entirety of it. It's just very pretty. I really appreciate y'all showing up tonight to my 81 minutes of 30 minutes of art. I think I should set a timer. So that was a board that I was covering up my love with. There's the word love on it, so you can kind of still see that L right by the sun. Oops. And this is how, oops, I'm trying not to wiggle too much. I'm just holding my hands. But I like that. I think it turned out really nice. And I thank you all for coming in and joining me tonight. You all have a great night. I love you. I thank you for coming in, and I would do my heart thing, except that my hands are holding this painting, this camera of the painting. Yeah, there it is. See it? Rich. Very nice work, Rachel. Thank you, Rich. Thank you. I think that it is pretty nice myself. Not too bad. And actually finished a whole painting. It looks amazing. Ooga booga. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for giving me comments. Um, this is kind of, it's kind of shiny because I do have a lot of that metallic on it. It almost looks, you can see like the water's glowing. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right. Well, have a good night. You guys have been awesome. I hope everybody liked, hit the like button, and I will see you soon. Actually, tomorrow. No, wait. Is today Thursday? Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow because I'm doing my streaming through Thursday. So tomorrow will be my last night of this week streaming. Have a good night. See you next time. This will go to private as soon as I turn it off. And then I will edit it to go to public so you can see it again if you like. Thank you.